Monday night football under a big moon, that's for sure. I'm not sure if it's a full moon. I can never work that out, but either way, it's a big moon, and it'll take all the gravitational pull of that moon probably to produce goals here tonight, because neither team have been that proficient in front of the net. Neither side have won a game in the last two, but Sociedad fans up there still believe in Montañez's man. Valladolid come in under Jukic, the Yugoslav man, and he is going to try to inspire the home team, who's a yo-yo club throughout the years. They come up into the Primera League of Spain after gaining promotion in third spot last year, and here is the home side.
Taking a look at the bench, Bueno, Peña, Lolo, and Baraja are all there. Dani Hernandez, the 27-year-old ex of Murcia, getting the call between the pipes. Rueda and Valiente with Rukavina and Balenciaga down the lines, and they do like to push. The former Hertha man, Ebert on one flank, Omar on the other, and Oscar pulling the strings for Guerra. Alfonso Alvarez Izquierdo, the 40-year-old out of Barcelona, the man with the whistle.
Fit-looking lad.
Gallego and Barranco down the lines, and Lopez, the fourth official. Only about 180 miles inland from Sociedad as they make the trek just north of Madrid to visit Valladolid. Both of these sides been around for a while, but neither has really seen much success. Valladolid, their best finish, fourth place, but that was way back in '63. Sociedad at one time, Ray, they were the talk of the town, almost winning 3 in a row, and did win in '81 and '82.
Yeah, great Xabi Alonso days those, and those days have been long gone for La Real.
Vergara and Illaramendi in the midfield, but keep an eye on that offensive three. Vela, Griezmann, and Castro.
Yep.
Very mobile, very proficient, and Aguirreche should have plenty of chances.
You would think on this playing surface as well, and the moon coming out, the lunatics. Well, we'll see. But this La Real side, once they leave the wonderful confines of the Anoeta, seem to take on a different colour, Phil. You point out three wonderful players. I love this kid, Griezmann, the young French international, wearing the number 7 shirt. Keep your eyes out for him. A lovely, balanced footballer. And of course, Carlos Vela, we know what he can do. The Mexican international can be as hot as fire when he wants to. It'll need to be tonight. See if we can get some good supplying from Prieto as well. Those three, as you say, Phil, really can produce the silver bullets. But away from home, they've been shooting blanks.
Sociedad in the familiar blue and white stripes. Valladolid make that pushing forward as far as this road problem for Sociedad. Only Valencia has scored fewer goals, Ray, just the one to Sociedad's 2. Home, they've done rather well. In fact, defensively, just allowing 2 goals at home, but 10 on the road. Valladolid should have plenty of chances. Good little cutback. Ball pushed wide. Castro looking to the inside, lifting it long. Not sure if it was a shot, but Vela will let it carry. Sociedad in their road orange. Looks more like an Aaron Cross from that angle. Last year, Valladolid earning promotion. Alcorcón knocked off in the second division playoff final. Sociedad, meanwhile, under Montañez, had a few problems last year, but actually finished a respectable 12th. Martinez, back for De La Bella. Just got underneath them. Nodded back into the hands of Zubi Caray.
English bookmakers make this a very balanced sort of game, so it's really two sides who have been underwhelming, but no question about it. This team that's playing at home, Real Valladolid, our royal side, wearing the crown proudly, but they have been pretty decent at home, and they play against a team that's been so upsetting away. Look out.
Beautiful move, but the shot fails. Gonzalo Castro just weaving his way through the back line.
Good run. Inside as well as begging. Well, as Vela pulls away, Castro lighting this one up and pulling it wide. Nice attack. Needed a better finish. Deserved a better finish.
Another chance for Sociedad. Backheel intercepted. Charging forward was Ebert, but the ball heads to the other flank.
Oscar Hernandez on the ball. Nice player.
Almost threads it through, but cut off and passed out wide. Castro again pushing forward. Agareche bodied off the ball and steps on Oscar to boot.
Well, Oscar they can't afford to lose this kid. Zaragoza, man, we've seen him play some sparkling performances in the years, Phil. It's his second stint at the Valladolid. Second time he's been around the block. Spent some time in Olympiacos. Just turns it there and lands awkwardly. Rolls his ankle.
Carlos Martinez getting set to put this back into play. Just one of the many players that have been promoted from the junior side. Sociedad, for a while, had much of the same Basque requirement that their Basque rivals Athletic had. Good look at Montagnier, the former goalkeeper. First trek away from French football and showing some promise. A few years ago, they did break that all Basque, but they have started to go more to the homegrown route for economic sake, and it's paying off.
Good ball.
Trying to fight his way through.
It's getting pulled back. Should have been called by the referee. Griezmann getting held, and not just held, being pulled back. The referee playing advantage around the edge of the box. I'm not so sure.
We've seen other refs, even with that advantage played, blow the whistle when it quickly trickles out. Alvarez Izquierdo, not one of them. Stepping up, Ilarimendi, but forgot something
beautiful
along the
little
way.
Ball that.
Blasted, but stepping in at the last moment, Mikel
Oscar
Gonzalez
again, it's threading that ball through. Lovely little dagger ball, knifing through that midfield and that, onto that back line. Good play by Valladolid.
Out for Rugadina. Still in. And Martinez, his counterpart, tracks it down. Now that one does sail out of play. The follow through bringing Martinez down. Alvarez giving him an evil look.
Nothing there.
Aviguera
doesn't do anything wrong. Comes across to block the pass with a sliding tackle. Makes no contact on either the player or the ball. Central area, promising.
Just got away from him. See the long sleeves. Some players even wearing gloves.
Softies.
What'd you do in Newcastle?
Short sleeves. I've known players wear long sleeves on 100-degree weather, so it all depends on what the player likes.
Ball sent in, and Mikel Gonzalez sends it out for the throw.
There you go.
Again, Mikel, this time a bit more time. Settled at the center stripe, but quickly reclaimed. The Pucela of Valladolid, looking for their 4th win of the season. It's been almost boom or bust, 3-1-4. But they have done rather well, losing just 1 of their 4 at home. Settle into the middle. Oscar chased by 2.
Yeah, you know where the danger is. Sociedad clamping down on Oscar Gonzalez every time he sniffs a ball. Be a big win for Real Valladolid if they can get the 3 points here, Phil. Just on the confidence side of it, they're all a good side at home. And produce some nice football, cutting through again here.
Chipping into the middle.
If they can get a win out of this here tonight, that'll really push them up the table into the Europa League spot at least. And I know it's way early, but that feeling in a locker room is always a great thing to have. And confidence growing, and this is a good attack.
Ball out wide, Omar looking, and maybe should have taken a second look.
Well, tries the right route to goal. And again, right from the back for Real Valladolid, linking up nicely.
Look at Aguirreche up front. By the way, Ray, of the starting 11, 8 of them coming through the Sociedad system, including the French-born Griezmann. Only De La Bella, who came over from Sevilla, and the 2 Latin Americans, Carlos Vela and Gonzalo Castro, not through their system.
Yep, even the goalkeeper, who's 28-year-old, Zubikarai, lovely name. Even he came through the youth and then the reserve system, so they really do grow their own and then mature, nurture them, and it's tremendous for the crowd, of course, at Sociedad, seeing the vast majority of their players from their own villages around the stadiums, the area. Something very special about that. It's an aspect that the UEFA and FIFA would love to see brought along at so many other clubs around. There's nothing like local talent to get you, whether you're in Los Angeles or New York in MLS or anywhere around the world, to see your own homegrown players come through. Speaking for myself personally, coming on for Newcastle United, the thrill of your life, playing in front of your people.
Of course, Ray, the funny thing is the guy that ended up breaking the All Basque was John Aldridge.
Yeah, good player. Ex-Liverpool man, of course. Johnny Aldridge, tremendous footballer.
th minute almost done. Rukavina. Javi Guerra just ran into a wall and gets the foul called. No Manucho for Valladolid. Nolan suspended with a red card. Sociedad, meanwhile, missing several players, including Zurutuza, due to injury.
Yeah, it's a bit of a loss for Valladolid. Manucho sent off against Malaga after scoring. A bit of a rush of blood. The Angolan international.
Fun player to watch. A little soft touch into the middle. Oscar forgot something on his spin. 2-on-1. Pushed away by Markel. Far side Vela trying to sneak it in, but got caught with Rubio.
Outside of the foot, Vela stabbing it towards the on-running teammate, Antoine Griezmann.
I mentioned that Sociedad has had success against Valladolid, but not recently in Valladolid. Last 6 meetings, Sociedad has only won 1, and that was back in 2002. Weaving his way to open space, the 22-year-old Illarmendi. Wide for Martinez.
Another one to keep your eye on, Illarmendi, Spanish youth international, 22-year-old, another Sociedad local. Seeing that little bit of ability there, got plenty of confidence. 12th last year, Real Sociedad. And again, one of the main reasons of their ability to remain in the Primera is their home form the last few years. Whereas Valladolid, who knows, have been such a yo-yo club over the recent years. But this team visiting in orange are the team that's the historical side. Wonderful team, as you said, Phil. 2 La Ligas to their name, but here they're under the cosh.
Making the run up front is Guerra. The pass.
Good ball
to Griezmann.
Nicely.
Cuts to his left, flips it wide, overlap Rukavina. A little too far. The off-balance cross headed out for the throw.
Good attack. Patrick Ebert flicks it on here. Lovely little stab ball. The pullback just cannot find its way through.
Back heel from Castro trickles across, and frustration on Guerra's face. Patrick Ebert. Herta went down. He was one of the casualties. Let go, along with Christian Lell and some other talent. And that, well, was good news for Valladolid, who quickly plucked him up. Still just 25.
Well, flicked that one off to the on-running Guerra, but I thought he may have been able to spank it around that distance, get around in and around the top of the box with a little bit of time. First thing you're looking for is your opportunity to have a good hit at goal, but decided to try to play his teammate in. But confident play, gets the applause, so Djukic got to be pretty pleased about the way his team set about their business. Certainly the ones that you picked out, Phil, for Sociedad, you would think that the threat would be a lot better whether they're playing at home or away, but you just do seem to fall asleep. This is a good run.
Into the box, Carlos Vela, but the contact happened just outside. And the former gunner draws a free kick.
No question about it. Vela, I think, pulled down as much as clipped from Rueda, but a typical squirreling run, tricky by Carlos. Nice touch, and there's the yank, pulling him down right in front of the referee. Lovely skill here on the turn. That's one way to deal with it, and that's Rueda's way.
Two-man wall. Venezuelan Hernandez not looking too comfortable on his line. Illarmendi, well, he had the idea, didn't have the accuracy.
Been watching Messi over the weekend.
Bounces away. Vela watches it go, as does Martinez. Throw in for Valladolid. Valenciaga. Referee calls it. Kind of a sputtering start for both sides so far. Good accuracy from Ebert. Launching it, well, commentators curse. Good defense, though. Sociedad preventing anyone from making that run towards the back post.
Well, if a giraffe had been running on that back post, he wouldn't have made that connection, would he? Stadium
Completed in 1982 in time for the World Cup. Hosted 3 matches in its debut. Czechoslovakia, Kuwait, and France in their round robin. Faking the long ball in the air.
Ball.
Tucks it forward for Oscar, who can't handle it. Oscar's been pretty much all over the pitch.
A lovely ball down the side there by Patrick Ebert. Again, hit the heart of everything that's good about Valladolid going forward. A little German under 21 international.
Again, a little confusion in the midfield. Marco trying to pull it away. Step up from Victor Perez. Gets whistled for the foul.
Again, the arms. How many times we do games, Phil, where if these players could get away from using their arms and grabbing onto a player, you'd have a far better chance of actually winning possession fair and square. But it seems to be the necessity to not just feel where the player with the ball is. That's one thing. But actually be holding the player. And it's the easiest call in the world for a referee, more times than not. Nice touch.
Into the area and off his line. Hernandez, 27-year-old, second year out of Murcia.
Venezuelan international.
Starting to challenge Renny Vega for playing time.
Nicely, again, that cutting, knifing ball through the midfield for the home side. But then you see Sociedad's backmen, Gonzalez and Martinez, just stepping up to cut it out. Very comfortable with it, containing Guerra. So far, neither goalkeeper, neither Danny or Enwar in trouble at all the opening 20 minutes.
Into the corner, Valenciaga launching it. Martinez sends it back the other way. Right, I know the field might be a bit hard. Not much rain. The skies have been clear, but passes just seem to be a little bit long off almost everyone's foot.
It ain't the pitch, I'll tell you that. That's a billiard table down there. It's perfect conditions on the surface.
As Martinez
it's a
takes
little chilly, but that's all right. Look at this. Tiki-taka like this. There's nothing wrong with this surface. The ball, it's all about the player's feet. This guy's got good ones.
And then tripped up in the process by Chori Castro.
Nice play by Patrick. Lovely shift of balance from the young German. Good spot for the home side. Zubicarai's defense backing up. I'll try to catch them off, but better be careful.
Ebert has that open, blasts it in, punched away Zubicarai. That one didn't miss by much.
It's a lovely change. No step up. There was no running onto the ball. Little German unloading with one little step and a lift off that really threatened Zubicarai.
Left for Valenciaga.
Good ball.
Sails over everyone, including De La Vega.
Wasn't too high either. There's just nobody attacking that back post. Yeah, the one takes very much of a surprise. Takes everybody off guard, but it's directly at the keeper. It's too hot to handle. Zubikarai just punching it, slapping it away as best he can. A good hit by Patrick Ebert.
Calmly back to Rueda. Now to Valiente. Just a little high. Ebert gets to it. Allows Castro to come back. Still for Valladolid. Two straight wins for Valladolid against Sociedad. That's snapped a 4-match winning streak for the boys from Donostia. Martinez again. A little glancing header by Marta, but no one there. Rueda back. Under pressure, Hernandez slips.
Good ball.
Get up. Trying to find an opening.
Griezmann hesitating way too long there.
Agareche just missing out on the run. Into the middle, and Hernandez grabs it.
Agareche sets up little Antoine Griezmann, and he absolutely freezes there. It was a bad slip by Danny Hernandez, wasn't it? And he gifts his ball back to La Real's attackers. Gift.
Rukavina. Ebert. Marco quickly up to Griezmann. Castro just couldn't get it.
Really off form here in the opening 25 minutes, Antoine Griezmann. The worst I've seen him play.
Oscar wide for Omar. Omar Ramos. Ebert keeps it moving. Victor Perez. Rukavina. Off de la Vella. Another player plucked away from Germany. Ex of 1860. And he has teamed well with Ebert since they both joined this season. Perez. Rukavina keeps it in. Not a bad idea, but it was a bad ball. Mikkel, no problem. Mosquera stepping in for Manucho. Different look. Manucho, the ability to create for himself at times. Back for Perez. He had a hit as he passes, but off target. One back by Ebert. Oscar with Omar. Oscar to Omar. Balenciaga sneaks it in through the 6 and then touched aside.
Just a hopeful ball from Balenciaga here, just curling it in anyway into the area. The danger isn't met with enough force on that front post. Very close to making dangerous contact on it though, Phil, and certainly the first opportunity for Valladolid. You see it again, Balenciaga really tries to curl it. I'm not so sure that he even sees the on-running Guerra. But either way, it needs to be put into that dangerous area between Zubikarai and his defenders, and it was.
Ebert marauding down the right again. Sweeps it back post, headed down. No one in for the deflection, and a relatively easy stop by Zubikarai.
Patrick Gebert again, absolutely wonderful. A little German international that we've been talking about sends this heavenly ball in to the back post. Beautiful pick out, intentionally finding Big Guerra, but as dangerous as Tweety Bird with that header.
Balenciaga trying to force it free.
Well, that roused the home team's fans, so I want to see more of that. Class build-up by the ex-Hertha man out wide, but his man, Javi Guerra, let the team down there.
Martinez. No one challenging Castro.
Hammered 5-1 by Barcelona in the opening game of the season. Were Sociedad. They picked themselves up and turned things around a week after against Celta Vigo with a good bounce back. So plenty of pluck as usual in Sociedad.
Meanwhile, for Valladolid, they've continued their home dominance. One blemish, but last year en route to promotion, winning 15 home matches.
Yeah.
And compared to a side in Sociedad that has yet to win a point away from home. Griezmann winning the throw.
Had some opportunities to open their account here tonight, Phil. They weren't exactly glaring chances, but there were opportunities manufactured by good skill and also good fortune, bad fortune for Valladolid, but still not able to capitalise. These orange shirts cannot do that when you're playing against a team that is as strong as Valladolid have been at home. They'll make you pay over 90 minutes.
Nico Gonzalez in to get up. Another whistle from the ref and a few more from the crowd. Valladolid has been able to score this season, 6 against Rayo, but few opportunities that have been created by Ebert and company, either snuffed out by Zubi or just off target. Trying to build out of the back for a bit and then just launched forward. Good work by Vela. Vela with the shot deflected and smothered by Hernandez. Actually got a start in Spain with Real Madrid on the C squad. Just one game before moving to Rayo. Played back in Rueda.
Well, Prieto and Vela with Griezmann got to start finding their number 9 up top, Phil. 29 minutes in and Aguirreche's barely had a touch leading the line for La Real. I mean, he has been completely missing in action and there's no service whatsoever, and these are 3 lively players, Prieto, Vela and Griezmann. So what excuse they can throw up, I don't know, but it's why this Sociedad team have been so woeful when they take to the road. And the type of players that you'd love to see running onto a big number 9 like Aguirreche, but either the service has been into him or the industry to get up in support, running behind, off of him, even in support alongside of him.
Going up against Rueda and Valiente, good but not great reputations as central defenders.
Being hugely disappointed in Antoine Griezmann so far.
You take a look, this is what's happening. They finally get one ball up to Aguirreche and it turns into this.
Yeah, he was way too deep anyhow.
Martinez cross plucked. And also, it's Aguirreche in many ways the wall that could be played, with Castro, Griezmann and Vela making the runs, but to this point it's been rather static, rather direct, rather ineffective. Omar retreats. Ebert, 4 defenders back.
Good
play. He leaves 2 in his wake. Rifles it, deflected, and Zubi pounces on the rebound.
The danger man again is German. Patrick cuts in and unloads. He sees his forwards nicely marked by Sociedad's defenders, so he goes route 1. and Zubikarai has to take 2 pounces at it to completely suffocate Ebert's good hit. Not the most spectacular of power from Patrick, but certainly he deserved a pot-shotted goal after creating his own opportunity. Definitely been the man of the match so far. Then again, just behind him.
Little stumble. Castro trying to make the best of it, and then gift wraps it. Down goes Rubio. Play on outside of the boot from Illaramendi. Maybe the extra touch for the calmer pass.
Good play again from Ebert.
Guerra. 2 men on. Good job. The return. Would like to see Ebert maybe turn back to the center. Might just be out of breath after all of those early runs.
No. Got plenty to burn.
Rueda with an escort. Spins away from Agareche.
You won't thank him for that type of pass.
Valiente does get it out of dodge. That is spinning around, sending it wide.
Good ball.
Omar with Oscar on the inside will use him.
And again.
Left foot deflected all the way to Rukavina. Drops it back for Ebert. Tries that stop and start. Rukavina whistles it through the 6 and deflected the other way. The strong run from Omar in perfect position. Won back by Balenciaga. Crossed to nowhere. Hustling to keep it in. Rukavina. Best concerted pressure by Valladolid.
It was set up by Patrick Ebert again. Rukavina gets in this corner and sends a beautiful ball at the back. But Aviguera again not able to make the connection. Beautiful ball through. Just needs to knee it home. But comes through a forest of orange shirts, Phil. But again, well engineered by Real Valladolid. Pusella pushing on here.
Off the throw. Agareche to midfield. Griezmann touches it back, but Vela's pass off target.
Well, Guerra's had it. I wouldn't say the easiest of opportunities, but they have certainly been very good chances and type of opportunities that you would have imagined the Angolan international Manucho to be there and finish off this good lead-up work by Djukic's men.
We saw Ebert looking over at Djukic. I don't think he's happy with some of the decisions from Rubio and Perez in the midfield. That last one, pretty much just a pass to Zubikarai.
I wouldn't be looking at the midfield if I was the coach, to be quite honest with you, Phil. And this home side have showed plenty of spark in getting around, getting wide, getting through the Sociedad defence, through their midfield play, but up front they've been just Statue of Liberty has been this weather.
Markel harassed by Victor. Over to Griezmann.
Class ball.
Wide for Castro. Nice little setup, but Rukavina saw it all the way. Castro back in the starting lineup as they look for some offense. First year out of Mallorca. From the corner flag, first of the match, still loose in the 6 and touched home. Griezmann is on the board.
First time he's made a good connection and it's golden. Well, I was saying in the preview, look out for this number 7, but he's been stinking up the place, to be honest. But this time, this is French perfume from Antoine Griezmann. Slick haircut, very sensible. All the mums looking in, saying that's how you should cut your hair, Jimmy. It's a wonderful little slip shot home, but they're a little fortunate, aren't they? It's not cleared away, but Griezmann with his ability, his technique. Take a look at this finish. That's class. And that's what I was alluding to. That's what's in those feet. But I was really starting to wonder, Phil, if he had his boots on the right feet here today.
Aguedeche, the one who earned the header and sent it back to Griezmann. So maybe not picture perfect, but it looks brilliant on the wall. Sociedad with a 1-0 lead, only their third road goal of the season.
Well, I said, man, this Valladolid side, chances not galore and not massive, clear, easy chances, but you don't put them away. A team, any team, going the other way is going to get an opportunity and they'll make you pay. And that's the way this script has turned out so far.
Shot on goal goes in the back of the net. Rather calm from Montagnier. Djukic muttering to himself. Former Serb international. Fine sweeper in his time. Needed someone to sweep that one up. Griezmann, a little off target. Markel tries to win it back. Oscar and Guerra finding Omar. Perez to Ebert.
Lucky.
Ebert making the run, takes it off of Rukavina, launching it to the center. Deflected, spinning, and just wide of the pipe. So close for Guerra to the equalizer.
Tell it again, Patrick Ebert again. Time and time again. Look at this for a class ball. I mean, that's out of Xavi's book. That's out of Iniesta's book. That is absolutely brilliant ball into the danger area from Guerra to attack, and he cannot make the connection. It's decent defending on Javi Guerra, but still, he's got to make that tell. That guy is on fire. Wonderful player here tonight, but nothing to show for it.
And Zubikarai.
What a ball.
Good stop, and then the
Take a look again. He sees his target. The dynamic is beautiful. Guerra gets a touch on it, but the defender did brilliantly, Phil, just doing enough to put Guerra off of a clean slingshot that would have definitely sunk it past Zubikarai.
Ebert sticking a leg out, trying to pull that ball away. Got Griezmann instead.
Well, you handled it better than I would, Patrick, I tell you. Take a look. Come on.
Both going
reaching
for a
in
loose
for
ball.
the ball. Yeah, Griezmann's a little quick. Catch it. We've seen worse already in this game that haven't been given. Very severe, harsh.
Martinez. Now Balenciaga. And he finds Omar. Oscar just past Ebert.
The lack of support Patrick Ebert's getting, you can imagine him trying to find himself with his passes before too long.
Sociedad trying to snap
A good ball, that.
a string of 5 straight road losses.
Wonderful ball from Victor Perez.
4 minutes left till the half. Omar. Brilliant start to the season. Stumbling a bit here today.
Well, Sociedad's broken the away form boogaboo. 41 minutes in. Can they hold on? Nice turn, Bella. Good pass.
De La Vella. Deflected in front. The slide from Perez. Good header by Martinez. Right, Sociedad, for all of their problems on the road, a giveaway. Oscar just got an unlucky bounce. They've been equally perfect at home until They ran into Falcao and Atletico last week.
Yeah, that was a close game.
1-0. Nothing to be ashamed of the way that Atletico's been playing.
Here's the goal. Don't get a real clear-cut look at it, but I assure you that guy, the little Frenchie, absolutely capitalised on that.
Out of Macon, but brought into the Sociedad system. Good control, Omar. Pinned to the sideline, wins the throw. Last year, Valladolid with a 3-1 win at Sociedad, but held to a 2-2 draw at home. Ebert gets it back, though. Rolls it to the post. Yes! And he hits it on the bullseye.
Magnificent by my man, Patrick. Ebert lights it up beautifully. And he says, have some schnitzel with this, Zubikarai. German class in a glass. Patrick Ebert locks his focus and detonates with deadly prejudice. Wonderful. And he loves that. The fox is smiling bright, but he's got the eye of the tiger. This guy, look at this. Wonderful hit. Not the most spectacular shots. It takes a bounce or two on the way in. But his power is all that's required. It's the accuracy plus the power equals goal. Wonderful for the man who's by far been the best footballer on the pitch. Product of Germany, Patrick Ebert.
The pride of Potsdam, a deserved equalizer.
Played a lot of games for Hertha Berlin, didn't he, Phil? I mean, it's not as if he... Yeah, it's not just that he's shown up on the block, but hey, right throughout this game, it's not just his industry at all, the ability, the quickness of him, speed of thought, it's all matched up together in this bright little footballer called Patrick Ebert.
Again, mentioned so many appearances for the German youth side. Only really the likes of Toni Kroos and Thomas Müller and Schweinsteiger and company that have kept him from making his top-flight Mannschaft appearance, but a few more like that. Jürgen Löw might be giving him a call. Little trip in the box.
Be in the... He never let any team down, the type of player he is. You can just see it in the young man's face, honest as the day is long. And I'll tell you another thing, that Montagnier is going to be looking at Zubikarai, the goalkeeper himself, Montagnier. You've got to look at a goalkeeper. When a ball is hit from that distance and it bounces twice, I know I would be looking at my keeper saying, hey, they're back next week for shooting practice.
You look at your goalkeepers funny all the time anyway.
Yeah.
When we take a look, if we get a better angle, it looked like it might have taken another little hop just in front of him over his arms. But you're right, most of the weight had been taken off. But a brave shot that pays dividends.
I played with one of the world's great finishers of all time, Gerd Müller, for a lot of years, Phil, and I don't think Gerd ever finished a shot that didn't bounce at least once or twice on its way into the net. It's the angle and it's just the required power that is needed, and that's what Patrick Ebert got. Drew the game. Griezmann capitalised 37 minutes in with a fortunate goal for La Real. And this is a deserved equaliser produced by the man of the match, Patrick Ebert, for a game that is now back on a thin ledge.
A rather slow start in the opening half hour, but fireworks before the break. It's 1-1 at the half.
Will you be when history is being made? When a single moment can captivate or silence an audience. When underdogs prevail. When passion are tears. When rivalries are born. Where will you be? When a last run is the last hope. When a play will become a myth. When a stare, a kick, a pass elevates our soul, our hopes, our dreams. When 70,000 strong echo the fury of millions home. When one word will electrify an entire nation. Rattle their bones to the core. A word that needs no translation and unites us all in joy and devotion. Where will you be? Be in sport. Your heart will beat sport. It's Soccer Armageddon this week on Be in Sport. Brace yourself for a non-stop, heart-pounding, live action-filled week as the top clubs in the world face off in a battle for supremacy. Drama unfolds in the best leagues and cups in the world. 100% passion, 100% excitement, 100% on Be in Sport. The best soccer lives on Be in Sport. All the excitement of La Copa del Rey